Hey there, strategist and curious thinker. Grab a notebook, or maybe your favorite drink. Tea works great for deep thoughts. Because we're diving into one of the most timeless and influential texts ever written, Sun Tzu's The Art of War. This ancient Chinese masterpiece isn't just about war, it's a guide to strategy, leadership, and human nature that applies to everything from boardroom battles to personal growth. So whether you're a history nerd, a business guru, or someone looking for life hacks, this conversation is for you. Let's break it down. First things first. The Art of War is more than just an old book. It's a blueprint for success. Written over 2,500 years ago by Sun Tzu, a legendary military strategist, it's a collection of principles designed to help leaders win conflicts without unnecessary bloodshed. The core idea? Victory comes not through brute force, but through intelligence, preparation, and adaptability. But here's the kicker. While Sun Tzu was talking about warfare, his teachings are eerily relevant in today's world. From CEOs crafting corporate strategies to athletes preparing for competition, people across disciplines have embraced the art of war as a manual for outsmarting opponents and achieving goals. Let's dive into some of the big takeaways from this ancient text. Trust me, you'll want to jot these down. This is probably the most famous line from The Art of War, and for good reason. Sun Tzu emphasizes that understanding both your strengths and weaknesses, as well as those of your opponent, is crucial for success. Whether you're negotiating a deal, competing in sports, or navigating office politics, knowing the landscape gives you a massive edge. Think about it. How can you win if you don't even know what you're up against? This principle encourages self-awareness and research, which are essential tools in any arena. Sun Tzu believed the best victories are achieved without direct conflict. Instead of charging headfirst into battle, he advocated using strategy to outmaneuver opponents. For example, forming alliances, exploiting weaknesses, or creating situations where victory becomes inevitable. In modern terms, imagine closing a business deal before your competitor even realizes they're losing, or resolving a disagreement with diplomacy instead of arguments. It's all about working smarter, not harder. One of Sun Tzu's central themes is flexibility. He famously said, "Water shapes its course according to the nature of the ground over which it flows." In other words, successful leaders must be adaptable, changing their approach based on circumstances rather than sticking rigidly to a plan. This lesson feels especially relevant in our fast-paced, ever-changing world. Whether it's pivoting during a crisis or adjusting to new trends, those who embrace change often come out on top. Sun Tzu didn't shy away from advocating deception when necessary. He argued that misleading opponents could create opportunities for victory. Phrases like, "All warfare is based on deception," highlight the importance of keeping adversaries guessing. Now, I'm not suggesting you lie or manipulate people, but think about how subtle tactics like misdirection or surprise moves can give you leverage. A well-timed bluff in poker? Classic Sun Tzu. Another gem from Sun Tzu. Strike swiftly and decisively when the moment is right. Delaying action or rushing prematurely can lead to disaster. This principle teaches us to act with purpose and precision, seizing opportunities at the perfect time. Ever heard the phrase, "strike while the iron is hot"? Yep, that's pure Sun Tzu energy. You might be thinking, okay, cool, but why should I care about a 2,500-year-old book? Here's why Sun Tzu's wisdom still resonates. While Sun Tzu wrote about armies and battlefields, his principles transcend military contexts. Entrepreneurs use his strategies to outwit competitors. Athletes apply his lessons to gain psychological advantages. Even everyday challenges, like managing relationships or tackling projects, benefit from his insights. In a world obsessed with hustle culture, the art of war reminds us that brute force isn't always the answer. Sometimes the smartest path to victory involves patience, planning, and finesse. Who wouldn't want to work less and achieve more? Reading. The art of war trains your mind to approach problems strategically. You learn to anticipate outcomes, weigh risks, and make calculated decisions. These skills are invaluable no matter what battlefield you're facing. I'll admit reading The Art of War changed how I approach challenges. There's something empowering about realizing that many obstacles can be overcome, not through sheer effort, but through clever thinking and preparation. One lesson that really stuck with me? The idea of picking your battles. Not every conflict is worth engaging in, and sometimes the smartest move is walking away. That mindset has saved me from countless headaches and helped me focus my energy where it truly matters. And let's not forget how poetic Sun Tzu's writing is. Lines like, "Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win," feel like they belong in a motivational speech. They remind us that success is often decided long before the fight begins. So, next time you find yourself facing a challenge, whether it's a tough negotiation, a creative block, or even a video game boss, remember Sun Tzu. His teachings aren't just about winning wars. They're about mastering the art of strategy in all aspects of life. From knowing yourself and your enemy to adapting to change and striking at the right moment, The Art of War offers timeless advice that remains as sharp today as it was millennia ago. As Sun Tzu himself might say, opportunities multiply as they are seized. What do you think? Which lesson from The Art of War resonates most with you? I'd love to hear your thoughts, and maybe swap some strategic tips.